In the dazzling, ever-evolving world of American entertainment, where the glow of Broadway marquees meets the raw intensity of television drama, one man's journey wove a legacy that spanned over 7 decades with unmatched versatility. Jerry Adler, the cherished actor, director, and Broadway titan, was a storytelling alchemist, best known for his indelible role as Herman Hesh Rabkin on The Sopranos and the curmudgeonly Howard Lyman on The Good Wife and The Good Fight. From his Brooklyn roots, steeped in Yiddish theater, to his late-blooming stardom as a character actor, Adler's life was a masterclass in resilience, reinvention, and raw passion for the craft. A theater kid who stage-managed for icons like Julie Andrews and Richard Burton, he didn't step into the spotlight until his 60s, proving dreams have no expiration date. His performances, infused with New York grit, sharp wit, and quiet gravitas, made him a fan favorite and a revered figure in both theater and television. On August 23, 2025, at the age of 96, Jerry Adler passed away, leaving behind a grieving family, a devoted fan base, and a legacy that bridges Broadway's golden age to TV's modern renaissance. Today, we're diving deep into the extraordinary life of Jerry Adler, his cause of death, age, family, net worth, lifestyle, and biography. So, take a front row seat, feel the hum of the stage, and let's celebrate a true icon whose story shines as brightly as his performances. Jerry Adler was born on February 4, 1929, in Brooklyn, New York, into a vibrant, Yiddish-speaking Jewish family where theater was as essential as air. His father, Philip Adler, was a general manager for the Group Theater, a 1930s collective that revolutionized American drama with stars like Clifford Odets. His mother, Pauline "Polly" Goldberg, a homemaker with a love for storytelling, filled their brownstone with tales of her family's theatrical past. Jerry's great-uncle, Jacob Pavlovich Adler, was a giant of Yiddish theater, and his cousins, Stella and Luther Adler, were legends. Stella's acting school shaping luminaries like Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro. Growing up in this artistic crucible, young Jerry sneaked into group theater rehearsals, mesmerized by the clash of egos and creativity. At Samuel J. Tilden High School, he was president of the dramatic club, directing and starring in student plays, his charisma evident even then. He'd mimic Yiddish actors in his bedroom, dreaming of Broadway's lights. After graduating, he enrolled at Syracuse University in 1947, studying drama, but dropped out in 1950 when his father offered him a job as an assistant stage manager for Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, starring Carol Channing. Jerry later laughed, "Nepotism got me in, but I stayed because I loved it." That gig launched a career that would touch every facet of show business, from the stage to the screen. Adler's early career was behind the curtain, stage managing over 50 Broadway productions with a knack for problem-solving and a cool head under pressure. His work on the original 1956 My Fair Lady, starring Julie Andrews and Rex Harrison, became a career-defining moment. He once saved a performance by rigging a broken spotlight with a flashlight, earning a standing ovation from the crew. He managed hits like Of Thee I Sing, 1952 revival, The Apple Tree, 1966, Annie, 1977, and I Remember Mama, 1979, working with stars like Marlene Dietrich, Richard Burton, and Liv Ullmann. His stories of wrangling temperamental actors, like calming Burton during a heated rehearsal, filled his 2024 memoir, Too Funny for Words, Backstage Tales from Broadway, Television, and the Movies. As a director, he helmed the 1974 Sammy Cahn Review Words in Music, earning critical praise, and revived My Fair Lady in 1976, nabbing a Drama Desk Award nomination. His 1982 The Little Prince and the Aviator flopped, closing in previews, but his 1978 Checking Out showcased his knack for comedy. In the 1980s, as Broadway faced financial struggles, Adler pivoted to television, working as a production supervisor on soap operas like Santa Barbara and the 1985 Tony Awards broadcast. His acting career began serendipitously at 62, when a friend recommended him for a role in the 1991 CBS sitcom Brooklyn Bridge. His natural Brooklyn cadence landed him parts in Woody Allen's Manhattan Murder Mystery, 1993, as a sly neighbor in Manhattan, 1979, uncredited, as a party guest. His breakout came in 1999 as Hesh Rabkin on The Sopranos, a Jewish loan shark and consigliere to Tony Soprano, appearing in 28 episodes across 6 seasons. His chemistry with James Gandolfini, especially in scenes debating music royalties, made Hesh a fan favorite, with ex-users quoting lines like "I'm too old for this shit" years later. Adler's role as Howard Lyman on The Good Wife, 2011-16, and The Good Fight, 2017-18, sparked by a single line, "I said ice cream, you stupid b******," expanded to 30 episodes, showcasing his comedic timing. His resume grew with roles in Mad About You, Mr. Wicker, Rescue Me, Fire Chief Sidney Feinberg, Transparent, Moshe Pfefferman, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Broad City, and The West Wing. Films like In Her Shoes, 2005, Prime, 2005, Find Me Guilty, 2006, Synecdoche, New York, 2008, and A Most Violent Year, 2014, highlighted his range, from warm grandfathers to gritty mobsters. On August 23, 2025, Jerry Adler passed away peacefully in his sleep at his New York City home, surrounded by his wife Joan and loved ones, at the age of 96. No official cause of death was specified, but his advanced age points to natural causes, possibly tied to age-related health declines like cardiovascular issues common in nonagenarians. His family, alongside friend and attorney Frank J. Riley, confirmed the news, with Riley posting on X, "My friend Jerry Adler, the great actor, died today at 96. He lived a hell of a life." The announcement sparked tributes across the industry. Sopranos co-star Michael Imperioli shared an Instagram post, "Jerry's laugh lit up every set. A true class act." Dre DiMatteo, who played Adriana, recalled his mentorship, saying, "Jerry taught me to find truth in every line." Fans on X flooded timelines with clips of Hesh's scenes, posting, "R.I.P. Jerry Adler, Hesh was the soul of The Sopranos, and from Broadway to Tony Soprano's crew, what a legend." A Reddit thread on r/The Sopranos hit 1,500 upvotes, with users sharing memories of meeting Adler at a 2014 Sopranos fan convention in Secaucus, where he signed headshots and recounted backstage tales with a twinkle in his eye. The Good Wife co-creator Robert King tweeted, "Jerry turned one line into 6 years of brilliance." A memorial service at Riverside Memorial Chapel on August 28, 2025, drew theater and TV luminaries, with proceeds supporting arts education. Broadway theaters plan to dim their lights in September 2025, a rare honor for Adler's contributions. Fans left flowers, playbills, and handwritten notes outside his Roxbury, Connecticut, home. One reading, "Thanks for Hesh and a lifetime of stories." A virtual Sopranos watch party on X saw thousands stream Cold Stones, Adler's favorite episode, in his honor. Adler's family was his cornerstone. He married 3 times, first to Dolores Parker on June 6, 1950, with whom he had 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, before divorcing in the 1970s, then to Kathy Rice, a dancer, on March 28, 1978, ending in divorce, and finally to Joan Laxman, a psychologist, on July 3, 1994, a 31-year marriage that lasted until his death. His children's names are private, a choice Adler made to protect them from Hollywood's glare, though he mentioned in his memoir that one son became a teacher and another pursued music. Joan, his rock, supported his late acting career, attending Sopranos premieres and hosting theater friends at their Roxbury home. He adored Joan's cooking, especially her brisket, and credited her for keeping him grounded. His parents, Philip, died 1990, and Pauline, died 2000, instilled his love for theater, while cousins Stella and Luther Adler inspired his craft, with Stella's acting techniques shaping his performances. Adler was survived by Joan, his 3 children, and reportedly 2 grandchildren, though details remain private. In a 2015 interview, he said, "Family kept me sane in a crazy business." His will, if it exists, is private, but he hinted at funding theater scholarships and donating to the Stella Adler Studio. His net worth was estimated at $4 million to $8 million, amassed through Broadway stage management, directing, acting roles, and residuals from The Sopranos and The Good Wife. His Sopranos earnings, likely $10,000 to $20,000 per episode for 28 episodes, and Good Wife payments for 30 episodes formed a significant portion, with streaming residuals from Max and Paramount Plus adding steady income. His Broadway work, though less lucrative, earned consistent pay across 50 productions, supplemented by real estate, a Manhattan apartment and a Roxbury, Connecticut, home valued at $500,000 to $1 million. Fans on X noted his modesty. Jerry lived for the craft, not the cash. He donated generously to arts programs, funding workshops at the Actors Studio, and quietly paid for a Brooklyn theater's renovation, a gesture revealed posthumously by a grateful director. Adler's lifestyle blended New York's hustle with Connecticut's serenity. In his 90s, he split time between a Manhattan co-op, adorned with vintage playbills and photos with Gandolfini, and his Roxbury home, a cozy retreat with a garden where he and Joan grew tomatoes and roses. His daily routine included reading Variety, walking in Central Park with a cane in later years, and watching classic films like On the Waterfront, which he saw as a teen with Stella Adler. His diet leaned toward Jewish deli staples, bagels with lox, pastrami sandwiches, matzo ball soup balanced with Joan's healthy salads. He stayed active, doing light stretches and attending theater readings, even at 95. A 2018 hip replacement slowed him briefly, but he recovered, joking, "I'm too stubborn to quit." Adler loved jazz, frequenting Greenwich Village clubs like the Blue Note, and mentored young actors at the Stella Adler Studio, sharing stories of 1950s Broadway. His 2024 memoir, Too Funny for Words, written during the 2020 pandemic, captured his humor and backstage chaos, like the time he corralled a drunk actor during Annie. He planned a sequel, More Funny Tales, but passed before completing it. In early 2025, he attended a Sopranos cast reunion, swapping stories with Lorraine Bracco, and watched a Broadway revival of Gypsy, tearing up at the curtain call. He remained sharp, telling a 2024 interviewer, "At 95, I'm still waiting for the next script." Retirements for suckers. Jerry Adler's legacy is a bridge between Broadway's golden era and TV's prestige age. His 50-plus stage productions, iconic roles as Hesh and Howard, and late-life stardom inspire artists to embrace reinvention. To Joan and his children, he was a loving husband and father; to fans, a wise, witty soul who brought depth to every role. His life teaches us to chase dreams at any age, honor our roots, and perform with unrelenting passion. Thank you for joining me in celebrating the unforgettable life of Jerry Adler. If his story stirred your soul, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep his legacy center stage. Until next time, live boldly, love fiercely, and shine like Jerry.